Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got another fabrication project to do. It's another 3-point attachment for the tractor. I want to make a boom pole, basically a 3-point hydraulic lifted crane that runs off the back of your tractor. I've got the material laying around for it, so I figured it'd be a good time to get after it. It's going to be made very similar to the heavy duty one they sell at Tractor Supply, except for the fact that I am using a little bit smaller tubing. I think that they use a 3x3 tubing where I have 2x2, but this is like a 3/16" wall. It's decently thick, and besides that, I think I'm going to be more limited by the power that my tractor hydraulics have than by the weight that these slightly smaller pieces of metal will be able to actually hold. So pretty much now what there is to do is just to clean all the paint off of these different pieces of material and get them ready to be welded. Alright guys, so I got it mostly cut and grinded to be able to be tacked up at this point. There is the actual boom portion right here. I cut it at a 15-degree angle, so when it actually meets here, actually it's on the other side here, but when it meets, it'll come up this angle from here to the bottom of the boom pole will be about 105 degrees rather than 90 degrees, and then I'll be able to make every other adjustment with the top link. But basically we're at a point with the main structure that I can start tacking it together, and so I can see basically, I don't know, what I think about it pretty much, and how it fits together and what it ends up looking like on the tractor. Alright, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 holes to drill out, much bigger for pins to fit through. So I think I'm going to go ahead and use my old corded Makita drill here and a unibit, because I think this kind of work is just really hard on the cordless drills. And I'm in the shop, so why not use it? So here's kind of the first test fit up. I just got all the holes drilled, I think most of them off camera. There it is. One thing I'm really dissatisfied is these gaps here. I do think I'm going to try and pound the metal in a little bit. There's literally nothing I could do about it with these pieces of angle iron. I am half tempted to not use them, but I think at the end of the day they're still going to work all right. Yeah, I think it'll be okay. So basically now it's time to probably just go weld all this up all the way and then start working on the boom and bringing that boom out this way. Alright guys, so we're pretty much at the point of putting the gussets on here, and then the last things to do will be to bring the supports from the bottom here up to the actual boom pole and run them off the 3-point hitch to kind of help support everything. So we're going to run a gusset here, a gusset here, and a gusset here to kind of keep everything supported a little bit. We're going to use this 3/16 inch diamond plate. Not ideal. I'd rather save the diamond plate for something else, but it's 3/16 inch. It's kind of a good size, and when you're using scraps to build stuff, you just got to build it with what you got. Sorry about the camera angle here. It's going to be kind of tough with the space that I got, but it is just kind of what it is. Well, I struggled to cut that one very straight. That's alright though, I suppose. So I'm aware that using this 20-ton hydraulic press is not exactly what these circular things were meant to do, but I have done it before and it seemed to work okay. I'm definitely not going to have a nice round, perfectly shaped little hook at the end of the boom, but this piece is supposed to be that hook that I weld to the end that I can tie stuff up with or connect things to, whatever. But I think as long as I can get it just about right in the middle, it looks like 3 3/4 is in the middle. Yeah, this is just a scrap piece I pulled out of my scrap bin. Yeah, that's nearly halfway. I might have to cut some of it off. Well, let's just go with that and start trying to bend it. You know what? That is turning out a lot better than I thought it would. I wish I had a little bit better option than this, but I'm pretty much just going to have to try and wrap it around this piece of scrap. It's not quite the same size as what I'm going to be welding this little hook to, but I think it's really my only good option. All right, guys, let's test it out. Alright guys, I've been having a battle internally over the last few days trying to decide how to finish this thing off, whether just to leave it as it is and paint it, or to continue adding supports onto it. I think I'm going to leave it. That's the point I'm at. I think I'm going to put my primer on here and start painting it up. Alright guys, I will probably put a few more coats of paint on it, but that is pretty much the boom pole there. I've just been brushing all the paint on, and you know, it looks alright. I definitely like a spray paint look a little bit better. We just had a good little rainstorm come through, got about 3/8 of an inch. Yeah, so you know, I'm pretty happy with it overall. I would change it if I wasn't, I guess. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. I'd really appreciate it if you went and gave this video a big thumbs up, and make sure you click the subscribe button below. We'll see you in the next one.